So, Jocelyne, not many people know you, and I'm also curious. First of all, I want to know what got you into arm wrestling.
What got me into arm wrestling is my competitive nature, and it's probably best not in a team sport.
Okay.
Because then I get frustrated when other people are not doing their bit. I used to play softball, and it was always kind of frustrating when, the other people in the team were not doing what they were supposed to be doing. So I'm like, well, maybe that's just something I should do solo.
So softball, is that like, is it with sticks or how does it work? I don't know anything about American sports.
So it's a bigger ball than a baseball, and it's more usually recreational leagues. It's not usually a competitive league, but just for fun. It simulates baseball, but without the baseball.
It's not so hard, but it's still
Exactly, yeah. The ball's bigger, so you have a better chance of actually hitting it.
If you're not doing sports, what is your absolute favorite activity? Except for traveling and reading, because that we do know about you now.
I love to hike.
Hike?
I make it a point to try to get out into my province and travel more and explore my own province, because we have a lot to offer. And I feel like we don't necessarily travel as local as much as we should. So I love going out on the weekends for hikes and checking out the new trails, and especially in the fall, it's really pretty with all the fall colors.
Do you bring a tent when you hike, or are you just day hiking?
Just day hiking.
Just day hiking.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not that brave.
No, you're not that brave?
Well, I am, but I would rather camp with somebody.
Yeah. So when you hike, you usually go alone?
Yes.
Ooh, that's actually brave though. And you're saying you're not brave? Then I bet the differ. I think you're brave. If you were to choose a country to travel, I know you've been to a lot of places.
So
is there any
new country?
Like a new country that is on your bucket list that you would like to visit, and why?
So Australia has been on my bucket list. I've been trying to get to Australia since 2020. So I had applied for a working holiday visa, and unfortunately, the world turned upside down, and so I was never able to go. And every attempt after that, I've been thwarted. And so next year, I'm taking a 2.5-month sabbatical to travel to Australia, the Maldives, Sri Lanka, Singapore, and probably the Philippines.
Like a little tour of that part of the world.
Just a taster.
Yeah. So what's your number one thing you're gonna go do when you get to Australia?
The Great Barrier Reef.
Oh.
I'm a diver, so I have to do that.
Is there anywhere else that would be on your bucket list except for this, if it was not for how should I say, somewhere closer to home that you haven't experienced yet?
I would say maybe the United States. Actually, no, I have one province left to visit in Canada, so let's go more local, and it's Newfoundland. And so there's actually I think it's the spring, there's glaciers that float by off the coast of Newfoundland. They have, what are those birds called? I'm forgetting the name. They have them in Iceland.
It's the one with the pretty beak?
Yeah.
Puffins. Oh, they're puffins.
Puffins.
Yeah, puffins.
Yeah, so puffins, they have those there as well. So I would love to, check off that last province.
I've heard that there is a big colony of puffin birds on Faroe Islands. Maybe that should be on your bucket list too then.
My bucket list never gets any shorter, it just gets longer.
So you cross one off and then you fill with...
I have 5 to replace it.
Okay, so I've understood that you are the oldest?
The oldest of 4 daughters.
Of 4 daughters.
Yeah.
Okay, so how is it to be a big sister? Are you the one that kind of tells the others what to do, or?
I have always been kind of we'll say the de facto authority figure, just because I was raised by a single mom. And so she relied on me a lot to help around the house and all of that stuff. So I was always kind of the de facto leader, and that translates well to what I do every day and being able to manage people.
So what do you do every day?
I manage people.
You manage people? Oh, that sounds hard. Have you been doing that for a long time?
I have been doing that for 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah. And I do love it. It comes with its challenges, of course, because people are people, and we all need different things. And so trying to meet everybody's needs and also making sure to take care of yourself in the interim is really important.
So you're the biggest of 4 daughters. I'm the bigger sister, and I've always been told that I'm very good at giving commands. Is that the same thing for you?
I don't call it bossy. I call it giving direction.
Maybe authorial, like you.
Yes.
Yeah. I also understand that you have dog, like a dog.
Of course, yes.
Or do you have multiple dogs?
We have multiple dogs. We have 2 Frenchies, Mia and Walter, who, we'll put it this way, they are useless animals.
Useless animals?
Useless. They are good for not very much, except for cuddling and begging for snacks. And then I have a Mastiff Shepherd named Tigger, and he's just the sweetest boy. She just loves everybody.
So you live with the 3 dogs?
Yes.
Yes. No cats?
No cats.
No kitty cats? Not
No.
even a small one?
No.
You're clearly a dog person.
Very much.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have some hair on my clothing that I brought with me that the dogs travel with me anyways.
You know what they say? Rich people have money, but the happy people have cat or dog hair on their clothes. Okay. So we know a little bit more about you. Do you think that your arm wrestling career will take you to places that you didn't expect to go?
It already has.
It already has?
Yeah. I was just thinking about this the other day, but literally at this time last year, I was traveling to the Round Robin where I met up with Sarah Bachmann the first time, and it's pretty crazy that in less than a year, I'm now in Turkey at King of the Table, the first Canadian woman to be on King of the Table. I checked.
You checked?
I did check.
Fact checked.
I'm making sure that I'm
Good.
accurate in what I say. And, now I'm facing off with the number 3 girl in the world.
Yeah.
So it's pretty amazing.
If you were to think about your opponent without thinking about her as an arm wrestler, do you have any opinions? Do you know anything about her?
I don't know very much.
No?
Because what I know is limited to social media, and I don't she uses it, but she's not very active. But from what I can see, a very private person and likes the simpler things in life. And I don't know. I think I would like her once I get to meet her. Not until Sunday. Until Sunday.
Not until you've had your match, of
Exactly.
course. I actually do think, because I know her quite a bit, and I think that you would like her. I know you as a person now, so I think that you would go nicely together. You would like each other. It's hard to figure out questions just on the top of your head. Books. What kind of books do you actually enjoy reading?
So travel biographies are my crack.
Yeah, your crack? Ooh!
Anytime I have to fill my Amazon cart to reach the minimum requirement for free shipping, I always add a book, and it's always a travel biography. So I love everything related to travel in terms of destination, but also the transformation in people. Because I, at one point, was engaged. I'm not married. I never have been married. But I was engaged to someone at one point, and travel, changed me and allowed me the distance to just realize that wasn't the right fit for me. So it's the transformation that travel brings and the destinations.
And all the experience.
Of course.
So you said that you will always fill your Amazon cart.
I'm not paying for shipping.
No, you're not paying for shipping. That makes me think, are you an economical person?
Absolutely.
Good.
I always try to find a deal.
I like you a lot.
Same.
So travel biographies. You never read any true crime or anything that's...
Oh yeah. I have a variety. I'd also try to read in French as well to make sure that I'm maintaining language skills and dipping into that too. I find the French write a little bit more dramatically than the English.
So you speak English and you speak French?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what is your original education?
French.
No, I mean, what did you go to school to become?
Okay. So I went to school to become a nurse in the beginning.
A nurse?
Yes.
Now we're getting into the good stuff, people. You went to school to become a nurse.
So originally I had signed up for a bachelor in history, and I was made a little bit scared, and I was vulnerable when I was 17, and so somebody got into my head about the fact that a career in teaching / history was not stable, and it was just kind of like, it meant nothing.
Yeah.
And so I went the route of nursing, and I hated it, and I didn't go well the first year, and so anyways, I left that and then went and pursued education, and got a major in French and then a minor in histories to be able to teach. Secondary school is what I qualified myself for, and then just did my extras to teach in primary school. I taught for 5 years, 1 year in England, 2 years in Dryden, and 2 years in Red Lake before moving on to
What you do
management.
today.
Yeah.
So you were raised by a single mother.
I was.
Do you think that that has made you stronger?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're capable of until you have to do it.
No.
So it's, yeah.
Does your mother support your arm wrestling career?
I think she supports it more than the strongman stuff.
Yes, because you do have a background in strongman.
Yes.
That's what you did before.
Yeah. So I remember showing her some lifts, even with tires and things like that in strongman, and she's always scared that I would hurt my back. And
Okay, and she's not afraid you're going to break your arm?
well, I don't think...
Maybe you haven't told her yet that that's a risk.
But my mom doesn't ask about, like, you know, foreign countries anymore, so
No.
she's pretty much used to me going off and doing, being anywhere in the world. I was just in Yemen in the Middle East, and so that's a pretty far out destination if you know anything about the conflict there. So
Yeah.
you know,
Well, I applaud your mother that raised 4 daughters on her own, but I also applaud your mother for not being scared and letting your daughter actually explore the world.
Yeah.
It's a really good thing.
it's hard.
Questions. It's so hard, and you have to have them on the top of your head. I'm like, I wasn't even prepared for this. What's your favorite book? Your absolute favorite book? The one you cherish the most?
Oh, that
And
would
don't say the Bible.
no, no. The Alchemist
The Alchemist?
by Paulo Coelho.
Yeah.
I'm probably not saying the name
It's
right.
Paulo Coelho.
Yeah, but it's just it boils down to no risk, no reward, right? And
Yeah.
you don't know what you're looking for until you go out and look for it.
It's really good.
Yeah.
The Alchemist.
I try to read it every year.
Yeah. So you do reread books?
Few,
Yeah.
but because there's so much to read that I just move on to the next thing.
I've seen that you read a lot. I follow you on social media and I see that you read a lot.
Yeah.
I admire it because I don't have time right now, because I also really enjoy reading, just
Yeah.
like you. So when you read your books, do you save them or do you throw them away?
I bring them to used bookstores to
Yeah.
get credit to get more books.
Oh, so there's a system to it.
There's a method to my madness.
Okay. Do you... Oh, I don't know. I'm blank.
I mean, that's a lot
Yeah,
already.
I think
right?
we produced a lot. Thank you.